chairperson of this Pep Talk, S. Jacob Chow, invitees, elders, well-wishers, and all the Sigma youth and students of our Homai community. Ye hali sumoy, iko small content creator liba. Ana jo PNTM man jo I can opportunity pay neto address so then one kala short owner. Ji is a Khole Thaisii tira. YouTube channel ji is the Miracle Aligner tira. I have 270,000 subscribers. 30,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Thank you, Kalashar. It's a pleasure to be here today, especially amongst young minds so full of riz and aura. I want to talk about a topic, our life, it changed my life forever. A topic known as social media and content creation. Not long ago, if we wanted to share music, art, ideas, humor, we had to travel to a city where I find the right connections, otherwise success no shallow hoy. But today, you only need a phone, internet connection, and your ideas. You can be in Maram, Imphal, Senapati, but your voice can still reach places like New York, Poland, anywhere in the world imaginable. For the first time in history, they call my vision audience libera. And it means that you can share your stories, your skills, and your passions with the entire world. We live in a time at our modern days, currency shitto libera, which I think is jo appreciate so tum hai. And that is attention, time. Might be tele hai attention. And this sun every day, there are more than 5.5 billion people online every day. Scaling that's more than half the world. People brain rotting together every day. That's more than half the world, and audience it's for every niche you can find an audience. Despite if your interest is in photography, art, anything, you have an audience. That is guaranteed. And your generation is part of a global community where people from your age group, and no matter where you're from, always have this connection because you truly are a generation that was raised by the internet. Because the internet was upcoming. You're useful. Only in the past few years, you understand that tool can use. But you were born with, technically a phone in your hand by the time you were here. So I'm sure you understand what I mean, that no matter where you guys are from, you have a community online. And then I envy so tori. So when you share a video of your village, your festivals, your daily life, and your creative ideas, you just entertain someone. And you're representing our community, which I feel is very important. And you can become a bridge between worlds, between rural and urban, which it was there for a long time, between rural, there's a village bumai, urban, city bumai, but walsetacho crumbles khutare, and all thanks to technology. Now, in Palmoy, I'm not saying that you should drop out of college or high school. Online, just fame, no doubt. Take Palmoy. Content creations, it's something very new in our community, but of course, we already have a lot of successful creators. And full-time, so that the intention, someone, side hustle, you can start it that way. Navy studies, mola job bureau, site in something you do if you're passionate about. Never think of content creation as a primary means of income. You will never make it big. Maybe you love music, or cooking, or fitness, or photography. Maybe you have opinions on movies, technologies, or culture. Every passion can be turned into content, and every content can find an audience. You can build a personal brand on what you love, and who knows, over time, it might open doors for you that you never imagined possible. Many creators today, including myself, hobby can start by channel starts because, for example, Avi channel, the Miracle Aligner, I mostly sing in a language called Latin, which is spoken by the Roman Empire 2,000 years ago. Why am I doing that? Why am I even interested? Because during my time in Delhi University, history the wiki, Romans, my history and culture discovered, I found it very fascinating. And Latin as a language is Chukutero academic fields, hai historians, hai linguists mahi interested tawbre because Latin hin, French, Italian, Spanish, English, that's why I was very interested right away. And so our content, even though I don't have a big audience yet in our community, it's listened by people all around the world. But I'm not from any specific country, but people who also share the same interest and niche as me. Devan, if you have something that you're really passionate about, then share it with the world, because I'm sure there's more than 1 million people out there who have the same interests as you. So my message is simple. Nyali, if you're passionate about something, don't just consume, don't just watch, create yourself. Nero, start creating content. At our parents' generation, the norm was if you get a degree, stable job, near life's a secure barrier, which is true, which is still true in many ways, but it's not so simple anymore with the changing times. The new rule that the age of technology has set is adapt or be left behind. Internet's every year changed through AI. I'm sure everyone has heard of AI at this point. It's changing every month. I will talk on that topic later more. So we have to stay curious, stay learning, and stay open to new tools, new platforms, and new ideas. It's okay. No one does. No one knows everything, but it's very good if you start the process of learning yourself. But while we celebrate opportunity, we also need to talk about a big change that's happening in the world right now, and which will affect everyone, no matter where you are, even if you're in a very remote village, and that is the rise of artificial intelligence. AI is already writing articles, newsfeed, other sports or anything, creating art, coding or sutare, translating, and music or compose pare, computer just machine so khulber. This means some jobs like some industries, job draw hatalare. For example, data entry, basic writing, office jobs, slow, repetitive work suta, hakutable AI ne replace a. It's inevitable. That's the way the future is going. At the same time, change vesa, opportunity or save. And with that, there are so many new jobs to market here, especially in the tech industry. For example, AI designers, data analysts, prompt engineers, editors, AI tools, create so much. And I would like to encourage my community to embrace learning technology more, because India is it's one of the, if not the best, but one of the most renowned IT high technology centers from around the world. And so facilities ko wait tombira India hi don't know. And I would really highly recommend it youth, if you have an interest in technology, then you should really pursue studying this. But the key is also AI fears also, paiso. Use it, learn how to work with AI. Jobs that require human empathy, human connection, human touch, for example, doctors, teachers, therapists, hands-on experience required, so threatly high. Skilled traders like electricians, builders, mechanics will always be required. AI no so koloro. Creators, leaders, entrepreneurs, storytellers, high content creators, you will always require a human touch. Because right now in the world, YouTube hero, every social media hero, AI content kayo, floods over, quality degrades show. And as this keeps going on, future people will start craving more authentic, more real videos instead of artificial intelligence. I feel like it's a very good time. If you have an interest or a hobby, you should really start posting yourself. So to all the students here, whether you want to be a doctor, an engineer, an entrepreneur, an artist, remember this: the world's changing faster than ever, but change also brings opportunity. The internet, tools, and then your passion and your ideas will give you the purpose. This scrolls us about. Just don't scroll. Start creating yourself. And don't just dream, but also start building. And don't ever think, ne voice, tele. The world is too big. Our voice, because the world is already there, and they're listening. Thank you so much for your time. And question Libuko, I'd be very happy to answer them.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Why did everyone need to use AI all the time?
Again, with a very good question, just like before. AI, well, I'm not an expert myself, the expert my moy, but as far as my knowledge is concerned, it is really helping to make our lives easier. For example, last moment, ne assignment submit professor, you were very busy the whole week doing something else, it can be whatever, and you need help writing a long article quickly with the right information as much as possible. For example, you want to research which doing on your own in person, it's still very important, but in the interest of saving time, to make your life easier, we go to ChatGPT, AI platform, and we enter what we want, information. And in the interest of saving time, money as well, AI, automation, in so many industries around the world, and my community, we have to learn to adapt to that. I hope I answered your question. So, my vision, everyone have a good afternoon. Thank you.